Tonight, we invite you to hear the story of two plumbers and a ragtag rock band from Park Slope, Brooklyn that became the biggest names in music history. A brotherhood built on love, but shaken by fame.
And I got stuck doing all the work and getting a lot less credit.
Their rise to stardom.
It was a game. It was a game and we were winning.
Their tragic fall.
You know, he couldn't even make it through an entire show without going backstage and powering up on mushrooms.
And their triumphant return with a greatest hits album that sold more copies in its first week than all other Mario and the Brick Breakers albums combined. Thanks in part to the new hit single, Hey Mario.
Mario, get your shit together, bro. You got to know this princess isn't worth these extra lives.
Our story begins in 2001 when two brothers, born Mario Vincent Giuseppe and Luigi Roberto Vincenzo, started a small local rock band with their older cousin Wario. They called themselves the Plumber Boys.
You ripped the hole in my sky that ain't big enough to swallow the moon.
It was just about the three of us not knowing what the hell we were doing, figuring how to play music.
Like everything the brothers did, they threw themselves in head first without reading any instructions.
I remember sitting in a room for the first time behind a drum set, and I go, pow, 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 on the kick drum. The whole room shook. And that's when I knew I was gonna go from plumber to drummer.
The band scored their first opening gigs at Banshee Boardwalk and Shy Guy Pub, supporting punk legends like Sonic and the Hedgehogs, Contraband, and the Hammer Brothers. The cousins were quickly making a name for themselves in the underground New York music scene.
We had a pretty good thing going for old Wario. I'd get the kashish and the broads, and my cousins, they could express themselves artistically, or whatever it is they were up to.
Wario had always been difficult with the brothers when growing up, and it was no different when it came to music.
Everything was a battle with that guy. I mean, we get into a fight over the stupidest little things, like a couple of coins or who gets the last banana.
It'd always be like, I'm gonna win. And he'd lose and cause a bunch of losers. It was a weird guy, man.
What started as a tight-knit family group ended abruptly when Wario fell into drug addiction.
And these fucking jabronis kicked me out of my own band over shooting some stars, smoking some pedals. Which is a bit ironic, because as we know, Lady Time would have a way with that one. Lady Time would have a way with that one.
It became too much for the brothers to handle. The Plumber Boys broke up, and Wario declared his cousins his enemies.
It does make for weird family gatherings and reunions when you are the sworn arch nemesis of your cousin, though.
Word of the band's breakup spread around the small music scene quickly. Most saw it as the end of an era, but one local music manager saw it as a tremendous opportunity.
I was trying to make a supergroup. I heard these guys were free. I had to make it happen. Bada bing, bada boom.
Enter Donald D.K. Congdon. He was a fast-talking, light-hearted music enthusiast who had an affinity for putting together great acts.
Within hours of the band breaking up, we get a call from DK. You know, he's incredibly overbearing and he's a very exciting person. He's bananas, man. Every day with him is an adventure, that's for sure.
Eager to get back into music, Mario and Luigi followed DK to a small rehearsal studio in Hoboken, New Jersey. It is here where they met Yoshi Bartholomew Appleton and Chet Toad Diggington.
So Donkey Kong was like, bro, you gotta jam with these plumbers. And I was like, yeah, total jam. Whatever, I don't know.
So at first I was a little weirded out by it, but I get to practice and I realized these plumbers, they can shred.
Cause it's the last call, it's on tonight, it's either fly or...
DK's plan to form a local supergroup was working.
Those guys are some serious players. I mean, such control and talent. It's like a group of all-stars.
The music was fast, loud, and exciting. And with Mario at the lead, so was born Mario and the Brick Breakers. Excited to work, but short on coin, the band needed a place to crash. DK offered up his apartment, and it became the headquarters for all things Brick Breaker.
They couldn't pay me a dime. I believed in this project. We had a big dream and a one-bedroom apartment. It was a zoo in there.
They were plumbers by day and aspiring rock stars by night. It was business as usual for the boys from Brooklyn. until one night in November 2005 when the band was playing a gig at the legendary Booze Mansion.
So I remember we're at the show and I see her across the room. It's like the whole world stopped. You know, everything stood still. It was like heavenly light shining on her, and I was like, oh, you'll never find a girl more beautiful in a million lives.
Mario had fallen in love.
At the time, he was super shy, and I was too, so... But you know how sometimes you just know when there's something there?
Not having the courage to talk to Peach would prove to pay off in the long run. It led to him writing the band's first breakout single, My Princess Peach.
I know you're out of my league, but I'll treat you like a princess. My Princess Peach. I got you stuck in my head.
It came from the heart, which is why I think it worked. You know, when it hit on the internet, I think it hit because there was a truth to it, you know, and that was when I was not, you know, mushroomed out of my mind. I was writing songs from the heart, you know, and I think that's why the song worked.
What's up? It's your boy Shotgun Johnny. I'm here with Mario and Peach. They just released a brand new song called Princess Peach. And what do you know? Peach is right here.
And all of a sudden I get this message on my wall, and I go and I look, and there's this song called Princess Peach, all about me.
I just want to tell her how I feel, and the song, it went viral on the internet, and now here we are.
It was first written as an innocent love song for a girl he only knew from afar.
And oh my gosh, it was just the most adorable thing I had ever seen in my entire life. You know, I felt like a princess.
But once it hit the internet, it became the anthem of young lovers across the world. The song had gone viral. The band was blowing up on the internet overnight. It wasn't long before they caught the eye of their childhood hero, European EDM legend, Link.
Gonna leave this place alive.
I find them on internet website with their singing. American music's very exciting. Number one for me.
I grew up listening to Link. I mean, his split album with Zelda is legendary.
Link was ready to give the band an offer they couldn't refuse. An opening spot on the Hyrule National Tour.
I get bus and Hyrule National Tour begin.
55 shows in sold-out arenas all across the land. It was the big break the Brick Breakers had always dreamed of.
Oh my God, you know, this was it. Like, our lives were changing. At that exact moment, everything changed.
Gonna move till we die on this dance floor, baby.
We like jammed on stage, and then like each show got better, and then we like doubled in size.
Each new day was like a new level for the band, and each new level was like a new world for us.
The tour was insane, dude. I mean, there were chicks, fruit baskets, pizza, beer, tacos.
Following the tour, Link introduced Mario to the king of mainstream music. Founder and CEO of Koopa Troopa Records, Bowser King Koopa Trapowski.
Where's my Crystal Koopa? There you are. Come here, baby. Come here. Hello. Hi. Oh, how are you?
Very fastly I make them friends with Bowser. All the way. Cause like I say, number one.
With an impeccable eye for talent and a flair for working the media, he's the top of the musical food chain and an absolute legend in the music industry.
You know, I hit the road and start digging, you know, like some faster than others. And then we got the record deal with Bowser. Bow.
He signed the band to a multi-million-dollar 6-album deal. Not only would Bowser bring Mario's music to the mainstream, but he would also act as the father figure that all Mario historians have failed to mention to this point.
You know, he was like a father to me, and I lost sight of that later in life, and I always regret that.
The only thing that was missing was a smash hit. So I put him in the studio with my boy King Hippo.
I mean, you get one hit with this guy and it's going down.
And as you all know, the song was totes faboosh.
That monumental collaboration with King Hippo would result in the band's biggest psychedelic reggae hit to date, Boom Boom Pass the Mushrooms.
At this point in our career, everything is golden. You know, like we can just hang out and have mushrooms. You know, we can hang out and do some flower. Like we had not a care in the world. So songs like Boom Boom Pass the Mushroom, that's where that came from. You know, that's the life that we were living.
Pass the mushrooms, hit a zoom zoom. Everybody hit it like.
When Bowser first assigned me to do security, they were nobodies. But then their fame seemed to skyrocket overnight.
With the biggest label in the game behind them, the sky was the limit for these overnight superstars.
You know, we have our own line of signature series guitars. We had a video game about us. We had our own line of cars. Hey, what's up? I'm Mario.
I'm Luigi.
And this is our MK2000 Signature Series.
I had my own island.
Mario and Luigi had cars that looked like them. Yoshi had an island. I had...
There's nothing better than this blasting their songs on my radio. So rad.
We went from sweating pipes in Brooklyn to sweating underneath the limelight on stages all over the world. Just like that.
The band took over the radio, but Mario took over the tabloids, just like I knew he would.
But with the success would come the distractions. Distractions in the form of hard drugs.
When you're at the level of celebrity that we were, people wanted to party with us. And I think that getting so much so quick was a really, really dangerous thing that ended up backfiring for us.
In the long run, this excessive drug use would prove to be a main factor in the destruction of the band.
Be pedals all over the table, be star in the bathroom, and you know, you do a little bit here, a little bit there, and you know, you don't think it's gonna become a habit, and it's not causing any problems in the beginning, it's just fun.
You never think this kind of thing's gonna get out of hand. I mean, look at Toad. At that point, dude was blasting mushrooms for years. Only difference is, he was able to control himself.
There's nothing wrong with recreational drug use. He was shooting like 2 ounces of Star a day.
Star will catch up with me, man. Flour's not the way to go. You know, it's dark roads.
Next. The band has a crossover hit so big, it rewrites the pages of pop music forever and introduces the world to its next pop icon, Princess Peach.
Isolation. Danger. Fantasy. Storm the castle. I'm up in my tower. Get up in my tower. Prisoner. Set me free. Prisoner. By Peach.
Mario and the Brick Breakers were on the path to becoming a household name, but nothing could prepare them for the success of their first crossover hit, Rainbow Road.
I was a mush, man. I was in love. What can I say? Us Italians are romantics.
We always held on to our dream. We were going to build a castle on Rainbow Road and start a family and have a couple kids.
It's the biggest song that Mario and the Brick Breakers have ever put out.
They put out a single with some fucking broad. At least we had something to look at, am I right?
History had been rewritten. The duet would go on to sell over 45 million copies and become the most successful crossover hit in the history of the industry.
Rainbow Road is my favorite singing musics.
The band had finally reached the top.
It was a game. It was a game and we were winning.
The problem was, the only place they could go from there was down.
And that was before it got bad.
Following the tremendous success of Rainbow Road, it was clear to Koopa that Peach needed a career of her own.
Sonic and the Hedgehogs, Star Foxy Brown, they were all nothing when I found them. Just like Peach. I knew she was my next superstar.
Once I signed to Koopa Troopa Records, Bowser and I co-wrote my first single, Up in My Tower. Prisoner.
need you up, I need you up in my tower.
Up in My Tower debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. She was dubbed the Princess of Pop, thus the name Princess Peach.
I really just discovered a part of myself I didn't know was in there, and I blossomed into America's Princess Peach.
She'll take it, turn her up, turn her on. She got that good shit like to flaunt. Filthy little debutante, that princess get what princess want.
The public demand for Princess Peach was through the roof, leading to world tours, magazine covers, and the release of her own perfume line, Prisoner.
Overnight, she went from being the girl that was always right next to me to this unbelievable superstar.
I need you up in my tower. I need to feel your power. I need you in the tower tonight.
This whirlwind of success would take Peach away from Mario for months at a time. He took this absence as a direct attack on their love.
And Mary's getting all bent out of shape. Over what? He thinks I'm trying to steal her from him? I love Peach, but not in that way, obviously.
Mario begged and pleaded Peach to give up her professional entertainment career.
Falling out of love with you isn't good enough.
Mario kept wanting to save me from this Hollywood lifestyle he thought was gonna take me away from him. And in all reality, I wasn't the one that needed saving.
Their on-again, off-again romance would stagger on until November 2010, when Peach broke up with Mario on the cover of Rolling Shell magazine.
Now that's how I do falling out of love.
He blamed Bowser for taking Peach away, declaring public war on him and Koopa Troopa Records.
Mario literally declared war on me, which is crazy because I have nothing but love for him.
Incessant drug use isolated Mario from the world around him, ruining his relationships with the Brick Breakers and, most importantly, his brother Luigi.
Growing up, I was always his number 2. But when the addiction set in, we weren't even on the same team no more. It was Mario versus the world.
He was changing. He wasn't the Mario that I remembered him to be. He was eating plants and flowers every freaking day. He couldn't even make it through an entire show without going backstage and powering up on mushrooms. Come on, man. Just, get it together.
We'd be at the gig and Mario would blast in being like, "Where's Peach?" And I'd be like, "Dude, she's not even at this gig."
That's how I do falling out of love.
Mario demanded that the band change their image to appeal to a more pop demographic. Needless to say, this did not sit well with the other members.
I don't think I ever meant to stray that far from rock music, but as the more and more star you put in your veins, the more and more crazy shit's coming out of your head, I think that's what that whole record was, to tell you the truth.
She break my music's the refrigerator. I turn these records into cash and into ice later.
He made us wear these ridiculous costumes. My headband was kind of sweet.
It made me dress like fucking Aladdin.
It became difficult to keep up with Mario's erratic behavior and laundry list of enemies.
Mario had officially lost all control.
I mean, it was ridiculous. He put us in these stupid outfits, look like goddamn Vegas showgirls. He shows up late, if he shows up at all, and when he does, he wants to float up out of a giant tube. Well, what does he think he is, Wayne Newton or some shit? The whole thing was fucking ridiculous.
One night at Ghost Valley, he was so down on flour, I had to carry him off the stage on my back.
Late arrivals, reckless performances, and canceled gigs ruined the Pipe Dreams World Tour in 2012 and fueled a laundry list of destructive decisions for Mario, including the release of a sex tape.
A sex tape? Seriously? Come on. It's not even like he did it with me. Is he trying not to make money or something?
Homemade porno. How am I supposed to manage that?
I was already a walking stereotype at this point, but another rock star with a sex tape, that's me. And I don't even think I cared at the time. And, obviously it was a cry for help.
He's all over the world, getting his banana stroked. It's a mess.
I fucked myself into a disaster.
He was pushing his bandmates further and further away. His relationship with his brother Luigi had never been worse. Things were so bad that he even started spending time with the worst influence of all, his long-lost cousin, Wario.
So I start hearing rumors my cousin, he's shooting star, he's doing pedals, he's doing Vine, the whole bit. And I'm thinking, maybe it's time I give him a call.
It's August 2012. Despite the failure of their latest single, Moneymaker, a sold-out crowd has shown up for the band's biggest show to date at Hyrule Castle Arena.
My own brother was up there in front of 85,000 people, all fired up on flowers. Couldn't even keep it together.
That was it. Luigi hit his breaking point.
I lost it. I lost it.
Two brothers, divided by drugs, ego, and hatred, battled each other on stage in front of a sold-out crowd.
Mario and Luigi just started going at it. Tornado punches, 5-hit combos.
I didn't even know they could do that.
You know what it's like to look back and realize you tornado punched your own brother. I gotta live with that.
The most popular video in the history of YouTube is me cape whipping my own brother. That's not all right.
No matter how big a piece of shit you are, and I think they're both big fucking pieces of shit, you don't hit another man with a cape. You don't hit another man with a cape.
Mario had finally hit rock bottom. Mario snuck away without a trace and went on a self-loathing bender of mushrooms, star, and flowers. September 1st, 2012. He strung out and headed on a wrongfully vengeful mission to Bowser's palatial estate.
I had a cape in my hand and a pocket full of shells, and I was on my way to Bowser's castle.
He had every intention of killing King Koopa.
That's hard. That's very difficult. Because I would have cape whipped Bowser so many times.
But the drugs would prove to be too much for Mario's system. His body was discovered at 11:15 p.m. at the foot of Bowser's driveway. He was declared dead on the scene.
And I died. And my heart stopped. I was declared dead. Dead, as if I just died and fallen off the side of the planet.
His body was rushed to Cloud World Medical Facility, where doctors were able to give him a new life.
I found out that when Mario overdosed, he was actually on his way to come kill me. That's heavy stuff, considering he was a once close friend.
I mean, I guess it's really not that bad falling into drugs and overdosing when your career's already falling from the clouds. But I'm like so glad he's okay.
The band broke up. Mario overdosed on drugs, and I failed my mission. Miserably.
He was checked in to Sky Garden's rehab facility, where longtime friend and recovering drug addict, Mega Man, came to his aid.
There are no shortcuts at the Sky Garden rehab facility. It's not a race, it's not a game, it's about healing. And that's exactly what he needed.
I got a new life. You know, he was, when no one else, when the chips were down and no one else was around to help me, Mega Man was there for me.
Yeah, I was there for Mario. The way Samus was there for me. It's all about teamwork, dude.
So you can't jam because Mario ended up in rehab. We're not allowed to jam, and we never jam. I just gotta riff on sick notes.
Of course I was there for him. He didn't need a manager. He needed a friend.
Mario went through all stages of the healing process at Sky Gardens. The most difficult of those stages was doctoring the relationship with his brother, Luigi.
It wasn't easy to forgive Mario, but life's clock's always ticking. You gotta make amends before time runs out. You don't want to hold a grudge. That ain't what brothers do. That ain't what these brothers do.
Luigi's there for me. After all the things I had done to him, after ruining his life, he was there with arms wide open to take me back. That's my brother. That is my fucking brother.
The brothers were back together. Now, it was time to get the band back together as well.
He came to me, he had this song that he had written when I was down and out called Hey Mario. And he had shown it to me when I was messed up. I just didn't even realize it was a thing. He was trying to tell me that whole time he was there for me, and I kept rejecting him.
It's August 2014. Mario and the Brick Breakers are about to walk on the same stage that 2 years ago to the day was the site of their brutal breakup. The band is ready to rock a sold-out crowd at Hyrule Castle Arena, opening the show with their new introspective single, Hey Mario.
Mario, get your shit together, bro. You got to know this princess isn't worth these extra lives.
And, I'm up every night now singing a song about myself and my dumbass and the stupid mistakes I made. No matter how far gone I was, Luigi never gave up on me. That's family, that's blood.
It's great to be back.
Better jams, better graphics, better gigs.
The new song is total rocking.
When they approached me with the new album, I was so happy to be involved. And I was really glad to see that the real Mario is back.
This is the first single off our new record because it's the most important song for this band at this time. And I'm not gonna hide from the past. So the music video, the whole thing, it's all the fuck-ups I've had along the way. And then it's leading to the happy ending. That happy ending is realizing the family, Luigi, Yoshi, Toad, Bowser, these people, they're there for me. And I love them so much for it.
Mario, get your shit together, bro. You got to know this princess isn't worth these extra lives. Just let her go, Mario. You're a next level bro. And she's a jump too short when the clock is running low. Hey Mario, get your shit together, bro. You got to know this princess isn't worth these extra lives. Just let her go, Mario. You're a next level bro. But the beach ain't cheating and you know I ain't talking code. Hey Mario, get your shit together. Hey Mario, or you'll chase this bitch forever.
Oh, happy day! We're getting the band back together. La-dee-da. Let's have a big fucking family reunion. Anybody call Wario? No. Fuck those guys.
Can I have this fruit?